Good evening, I'm Brian Reagan, this is
Tyler Kelly.
and welcome you to our Twilight Talks. Tonight we're in Matthew chapter 6, verses 24 through 32. Tyler?
No one can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will be loyal to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. Therefore I say to you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, nor about your body, what you will put on. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? Look at the birds of the air, for they neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? Which of you, by worrying, can add 1 cubit to his stature? So why do you worry about clothing? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They never toil nor spin. And yet I say to you that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. Now if God so clothes the grass of the field, which today is and tomorrow is thrown into the oven, will he not much more clothe you, O you of little faith? Therefore do not worry, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or what shall we wear? For after all these things the Gentiles seek, for your heavenly Father knows that you need all these things.
Okay. So we come to this battle between God and mammon, where people are concerned. Now, as far as God is concerned, not an issue on God's part. But as far as mankind, and we've talked about this repeatedly. There's two systems in the world in operation at all times: the system of faith and the system of sight and the system of fear, right? Mm-hmm. Mammon is the side that's not of faith. Mammon is the side that's always saying, what can I do to get more food? What can I do to get more clothing? What? And the drive is always stuff. By your own work, by your own merit. People, it's a funny thing, Tyler, and I was thinking about this today. If you tell people that they have to do something in the realm of faith that requires them to put effort and energy, they get mad at you. But then, when you say, well, just throw it all on God and God will do it all. And then they'll go, well, no, you have to work like everything depends on you, but pray like everything depends on God. And then they wonder why they get nothing. Well, working like everything depends on you is mammon. Praying like everything depends on God, well, that's not faith. You have your part. God has his part. Your part is to walk in faith. His part is to make sure that you've got food and clothing and shelter and all that. Mm-hmm. He said, but, no buts. You can either have the Gentile mindset or the Jesus mindset. This is the Jesus mindset. And the moment you start going, well, I know that's what Jesus said, but just understand you're serving mammon. Now, you can make excuses and say, I'm just trying to clarify the Bible so I understand it, brother. And I'm sure there were people that were absolutely enthused with some of my Bible class last night. Because I basically said, if you've been a Christian for more than like 5-10 years tops, there's nothing in the book of John that will comfort you unless you're actually being obedient to the word, because the rest of it's just a slap in your face that you have no fellowship with God. And it was like
1 John, right?
Yeah, 1 John. And I mean, it was like crickets, man. I even said Bueller, right? And like a couple people nodded and everybody else was like, still crickets. Because that's his point. Either you're in it or you're not. If you're in it, quit doing things the Gentile way, do it the Jesus way. Because otherwise, it's like he said, no man can serve two masters. You'll hate one and love the other, or vice versa. And you can't love one on Sunday and hate him the other 6 days of the week. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So the road to blessing, everything that Jesus taught, requires you to learn a totally new way to think, talk, act, believe, speak, everything. So, any other thoughts, my brother?
No, sir.
All right, with that, I'm Brian Reagan. This is
Tyler Kelly.
We bid you good night.